Deep inside an oak woodland, an extraordinary food reserve is hidden in plain sight. This strange pantry is not built by one bird. Generations of a social group can expand it over time.
Meet the acorn woodpecker, a highly social bird famous for storing acorns in communal granaries.
One bird is only part of the story. The entire group helps gather, store, and protect its food.
Each acorn is wedged into a precisely sized hole, secure enough to resist falling or being stolen.
As stored acorns dry and shrink, the birds can move loose ones into smaller holes. The work continues beyond the granary, as fresh acorns are collected from living oak trees.
One acorn at a time, each new harvest becomes another piece of the group's food reserve.
With the acorn locked in its bill, the woodpecker threads its way back through the canopy. The first socket is too loose, forcing the bird to search for a tighter fit.
A poorly fitted acorn can fall or become an easy target, making secure storage essential.
While some birds gather food and maintain the cache, others remain alert to nearby intruders.
A concentrated food source like this rarely stays unnoticed for long. From cover, the squirrel watches the granary, waiting for a moment when attention is reduced. When the group spreads out to forage, brief openings can appear around the shared food reserve. The opportunity is short, so the squirrel follows the safest natural route toward the stored acorns.
Leaving the leafy cover behind, it moves onto the exposed surface of the granary trunk.
Freshly stored acorns can be wedged so tightly that even a determined squirrel struggles to remove them.
But an older, loosened acorn can become an unexpectedly easy prize.
Giải thưởng đã được bảo đảm, nhưng thân cây bị lộ không phải là nơi để nán lại.
The eastern gray squirrel retreats along the same route, carrying its stolen acorn back toward dense cover.
The first raid succeeds, yet the woodpeckers have not discovered what is missing. Back at the granary, one familiar detail has suddenly changed. For birds that repeatedly inspect their stores, a single empty socket is an unmistakable clue.
Một tiếng còi báo động ngay lập tức thu hút sự chú ý đến khả năng có kẻ đột nhập gần đó.
Later that afternoon, the group continues working around its shared food reserve.
Thành công đầu tiên đã hé lộ một cơ hội khác, và con sóc chờ đợi một khởi đầu mới.
The granary is never completely unattended, but even a brief distraction may be enough.
The second raid begins while the bird's attention is temporarily divided.
This time, every movement is riskier because the birds are already on alert.
Una raspadura descuidada podría exponer al intruso antes de que la bellota pueda ser arrancada. Un movimiento en falso es suficiente. El sonido viaja a través de la madera seca.
The nearest woodpecker reacts first, closing in without making physical contact.
A spread of wings and loud calls may be enough to force the squirrel from its exposed position.
Más miembros del grupo llegan, convirtiendo una advertencia individual en una respuesta defensiva colectiva.
Repeated alarm calls and wing displays force the squirrel to abandon the exposed prize. Once the gray squirrel reaches cover, The woodpeckers stop the pursuit and return to the granary.
The immediate threat is gone, but the group keeps watch around its food reserve. The birds quickly return to the routine that keeps their stored food usable.
The work continues, because a large food store must be maintained long after it is filled.
For now, the granary is secure, but the surrounding woodland is still full of opportunities.
Este viejo árbol es más que una despensa. Es un sistema alimentario a largo plazo mantenido por un grupo social.
For the moment, the granary is safe, while the fox squirrel has returned to the shelter of the canopy. In an oak forest, opportunity rarely disappears. It simply waits for another opening.